Richard, my brother-in-law, very smart man, been a Christian for 114 years. Thank you for helping me this morning.
You bet.
So,
You're not exaggerating at all on some of these things.
we're talking about some of the poetic nature passages from the book of Isaiah, of which there's quite a few. As I was listening to it, it kept coming. So he likes to lapse into this, and I think I know you did a word study, and you found probably a dozen passages, or maybe a little fewer than that, where we're looking at water imagery, we're looking at desert imagery, and so that's what we're gonna talk about today. I'm going to ask you the same two questions that I'm going to ask the stranger on the street. We're talking about foliage. So do you have a favorite tree or plant in your life?
Well, I do. I mean, I do like trees, and I'm not going to go hug them and everything. But still, if there was a favorite tree, it'd probably be cedar, just because of the smell of it, or pine too. You know, coniferous trees, I guess, because when you cut them, they smell so nice. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Just enjoying the aroma of
the aroma. Well, I have had to cut a few trees out of our backyard that were, shall we say, past their prime. And they were smelling nice. Of course, you go up camping and you burn the wood and stuff. That's always, well, until the smoke gets too much in your eyes, but still.
Well, you know where I am, and we're talking about nature today because Isaiah is really into nature and asking people their favorite hangout spot in nature, trees, rivers, whatever, and how it makes them feel when they're there. So, fun stuff. What's your name?
Leon Bartholomew.
Bartholomew?
Yes, sir.
Cool. What nationality or what kind of name is that?
German Irish.
Cool. Thanks for your service, by the way.
You bet. Thank you.
What years did you serve?
68 to 70 Marine Corps, and then 78 to 2004 Army.
Okay. All right. Two different branches. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So you're probably over by Dunning, where the Marines hung out?
Yep.
Well, I could ask you about that, but then I won't get anything done. So it's kind of a simple question. I got two questions. First one is, what's your favorite place out in nature, like your favorite recreational place? The mountains or river or trees?
Mountains, up in the mountains.
Any particular spot that you like?
Up by Allen's Park, I got a piece of property that we camp every weekend. So
every weekend?
Yep.
That's awesome.
It's Billy.
Billy, yeah, okay. I think it's been like 2 months, maybe 3 months, something like that. So the question is this week, what's your favorite nature hangout spot? Like to get away, is there a certain camp spot or that you like to go to?
Oh, I like to go to Mead Pond.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that is a beautiful place. You could sit and read and say prayers and just enjoy.
David?
Thanks for helping me, David. As you know, I'm Alex. So, all right, so the questions this week are really simple. They're about nature. So, do you have like a favorite getaway spot? River, trees, camping, where that's where you want to be, somewhere in nature?
I like going up to Golden because they've got a lot of the rivers and the breweries and stuff real close, so you can just kind of go get simple beer and just cruise along. And especially with having a kiddo, it's a lot easier to be like, here's like all the fun stuff for kid things, and then going from kid things to trails and walking the nature trails and stuff like that's a lot of fun.
How does it make you feel when you're up there on your property?
Pretty much quiet, peaceful, in touch with my higher power.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks.
Yeah.
How does it make you feel when you're there?
Tranquil.
Okay, cool.
It's like being in the garden.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place. People should go there.
Thanks, Billy. How does it make you feel when you're in Golden hanging out with your kid?
More like in touch with people, or not people, but nature. And then anybody who's walking around, I'm pretty open to talking to people, so
I can see that.
It's nice.
It is amazing how just the smell of pine needles especially wet pine needles in the dirt evokes a certain feeling. And trees evoke feelings.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Which is interesting. Second question, we're talking about sort of the warm, fuzzy, comforting feeling we get from this tree smells. Why are trees comforting to us?
That is an interesting question. I think it's because there's something living that has usually in our limited lifespans a little bit more longevity than we do. So I think it harkens back to something that we long for. I mean, we're in this fallen world and we're dying at early ages, and trees seem to have a bit more permanence to them. So I think, that's an aspect of it. there's just something peaceful about it.
Every human has experienced what you and I are talking about with that scent, that certain scent that comes from being in trees, and that certain relief that we feel. It's the psalmist saying, "The heavens declare the glory of
Yeah,
God." And
yeah,
we can
exactly.
feel it's not just a theology; it's a something we experience.